Hi there, sign up Pisces. This is Kim here to do your next 48-hour reading. Thanks for joining me. Let's get right into your reading. Asking that your spirit team, your angels, your guides join us and give us messages for you. Always to help you move forward. And if you need something more personal, contact me through the description box below. There will be an email address and you can get a private reading. Okay, so past energy, Pisces, past energy, 23, peace, finding the peace within. Tell me about the present energy. Okay, present energy. Between worlds. Between worlds. What are you transitioning through? Or in the in-between? You know, it's also reminding me of the Bardo for some reason. The place between life and death. I mean, not like you're in that place in the Bardo, but I don't know, something like that is just coming out. Oh, future energy. Really strange. And that is what I'm just curious. It's curious. It's what Scorpio had. I have a deep knowing on the bottom of the deck. Deep knowing. So a transition, you could say a change, is coming with this between worlds. And there is a deep knowing though. So it's not like it's expecting something. You know what? Let's get... I have this deck, double majors. I love this deck. So there's two of each. Major arcana and two of each court card. So tell me about peace. Tell me about peace. It doesn't look that hopeful. Where did my fish go? And his fish fell. It's not in the cup anymore. He's upset. Or they are upset. Or surprised, maybe. But something just doesn't look hopeful. Like a fish out of water. maybe it's like, can I get some peace here? And maybe having issues getting peace like around all the people. What about between worlds? I have the star. There's two versions of this. This is the one that has her standing up, I think. There's one of her sitting down and one of her standing up. Well, I mean, so essentially, this is about your dreams. Your wish granted. It's something that gets fulfilled. That's what you can... I wish I could find it like right away, but I can't. But so you're in between having a wish granted or something that you'd been dreaming of for a long time. Like in between getting that, receiving that. So future energy says time for a nap. I have the Empress energy. Well, the Empress energy is also a really good card. It is a card of a person that knows how to build. They're creative. Whatever she makes, like, it produces so much that the Empress is able to take care of many people. No problem. Like, you need to know how to do your job, queens, and then that's the Empress. She can tell you how to do it. She's over all the queens. Doesn't really need... I would say that she knows about self-love and does give plenty of time to herself. But she has a lot of power and a lot of things to do. Also, when you're pregnant with an idea, or pregnant actually, you need lots of rest, right? Or you should get lots of rest. And you could feel very tired because of hormones and things like that. So I think that because of this creation, because of what you're creating, you're taking a situation that really didn't look very hopeful. I'll be honest, didn't look like peace could be restored. And you're turning it around. It's doing a 180. So, alright. So that's what I've got for that part. You have Aquarius, maybe Capricorn energy, and of course you got the water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And there's 2 Page of Cups, by the way. So that's why it's read the way that it's read, because there are 2. So, I don't know. So this was something that came along and kind of changed everything. All right, so give me something for Page of Cups and the Peace in the past position. Give me something in the past position from the Uncommon Tarot. 7 of Wands in the reverse. It didn't seem very likely that somebody was going to stand up and say what they had to say. It didn't seem very likely that somebody could find peace, like, because you didn't think that somebody would actually stand their ground or go after what they wanted. More effort needs to be put into whatever this was in the past. So, I mean, you have the best of intentions, but didn't look that hopeful in that situation, and it doesn't look like either you know where you stand or that somebody is knows where they stand. Can we changing your alliances? Tell me about Between Worlds and the Star. Between Worlds and the Star. Death in the reverse. So something, I mean, that's a no-brainer. We're shutting one door, but we're also walking through another doorway, right? So the door is going to close, but we're already halfway through. There's something that still is in process of finishing up. Yes, you're probably losing patience with something or with some situation. It's because when you're in the middle of transformation and change, or in the middle of receiving soon from the star energy, your wishes, your hopes, all of that. But knowing that it is... it is getting through a change of some sort. We'll use the Hermetic Tarot also to clarify. So, okay, tell me a little bit more. We have Scorpio energy here, Pisces. Tell me about time for a nap. And the Empress. I have the Page of Cups in the reverse. Page of Cups. So it's the same thing, essentially, as the first part. It's like a situation that didn't look very hopeful. But something is. It just needs a little bit more effort. And I keep saying that because I'm seeing the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so we've got to get clarification on these Page of Cups in the reverse. Tell me about these. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Oh. There's something that's not that hopeful if you don't pay proper attention to the self-care and self-love that you need when you're fulfilling these energies, when you're in these energies. The Queen of Cups in the reverse. This can also, if it's representing a person that that you could feel was like emotionally manipulative, using emotions to get things that they want, and maybe that being the sole purpose. I don't know if that's true or not, but also it could be representing a need to focus really bad on changing some kind of diet or exercise or something like that, some kind of change. And of course, it's not by me. Listen to your doctor or whoever you listen to. But so there's a need to focus on self-care. And maybe this is about a past position where this person didn't seem very hopeful that they could take care of themselves. And then it's like, lo and behold, if this is your energy that you're going, it's like, nope, but it all works out. So tell me about this Page of Cups. Tell me about this Page of Cups. I think it's also about maintaining. Yeah. Okay, so that's interesting. Lord of Peace restored. The Two of Swords. It's connecting Death in the reverse with the Page of Cups in the reverse. It was a transformation that didn't seem like it was ever going to completely transform. Because there's a decision that's being avoided at this time. Or postponed. It involves what you have to say, with what you have to say when you like stand up for something. So sometimes the Two of Swords is a decision that you don't want to deal with, but have to. Like, you know, like, I don't know whether or not something is transforming within a relationship. And if it's not, then in the reverse could be, you know, finally addressing a decision. Tell me more about this decision and the change and transformation. I'm feeling that the words like good, a good decision, a good transformation, good choices. Yeah, the Hermit and the World. So this is saying that you did the time for self-inquiry and studied, you know, how to master yourself to maybe the best of your ability. By, you know, absolutely, you know, self-inquiry. Definitely ask yourself what you believe in, why you believe in it. This could be about spending time to oneself a little bit. Maybe this is also about needing the right information, the right research, having to do your own research. But the Universe card here is indicating that it's time for the new chapter now. And that you know everything that you have to do. You did, or you learned what you were going to do, or what you stood for when you do this self-inquiry with the Hermit. Some of that might be going on. So it might be talking about your transformation within yourself, of being enlightened to different parts of yourself. Why you have beliefs. What do you believe in? Why, you know, just the things that really truly do matter to transform. So it feels like what it's saying is dealing with the ego, because you're not going to get rid of it. You're going to deal with it. The ego's kind of, it's a part. So exclusions don't usually work. So it might be working on coming from a place of going to make yourself be a little bit more selfless or something like that. Focused on the greater good of something happening. That's almost like that's the tenfold. Getting something back, returning the favor. Tell me about Between Worlds. Nine of Swords in the reverse. It's a fixable situation. So it's fixable to come out of a dark place, dark night of the soul. Maybe that's represented by this. This is like the solution. So you needed a solution. You needed something that would move you past a stalemate or a block here. You go within. There's a big message of maybe a health situation, or the way that you're using love, or that somebody else is around you. Focus on health. That's part of your solutions. And know that you're constantly transforming and becoming a better version of yourself all the time. So there's your answer. Another part of the solution with the Nine of Swords in the reverse would be that you want to keep your thoughts positive. They can go negative. It's not, you shouldn't really, when you try against something, yet again, you're putting some kind of force onto what you're doing. So allowing these things to come through your mind, your thoughts, allowing yourself to have them, not feeling bad about what you think, and then just kind of letting it go. And I replace them with good thoughts or add positivity. I just make it kind of like an automatic thing that's what you do, is you look for the opportunities whenever something is dire. Or if something doesn't look good, or it's not that hopeful. If you were to tell me that something's not possible, I will make it happen. Like you don't tell me that there's something I really can't do, or what, you know what I mean? Like when it comes to what's possible in your dreams and transforming and what you can grow and build. Yeah, it sounds more like a challenge than anything. So I feel like taking good care of yourself, focusing on yourself is good with the Star, the Empress, beautiful cards. 7 of Wands in the reverse. Another 7-7 in the reverse. So what is what do you stand for? Self-inquiry. It's coming back again as that. What do you stand for? What are you standing up for? What are you standing your ground on? Like not backing down on. And what is going to require you to be brave and to take that next step that puts you all the way into another world. So what about this rest? Because the Knight of Pentacles, yeah. Take time out, contemplate. Take care of the health. That's reminding me of the Four of Swords. Take care of your health. The Knight of Pentacles is talking about the success like in business, and or an offer coming to you. Could be something like that. Or a person who's just really dependable, practical. They come through for you. You can depend on them. It might be talking about you. It might be talking about a Virgo, because here's 2 Virgo energies. And 2 Leos. So we're really talking about slow but steady progress. Getting to where you need to go. Trustworthy, durable. All those kinds of things. Tell me more. Tell me more, I'll be specific. Tell me about this Between Worlds, or this 2 of Swords. What's the decision? Oh, the decision is, how are you going to handle these changes? Temperance energy. I was feeling that when I was with the Between Worlds, because of the hot and cold. So the 2 of Pentacles is saying, be flexible sometimes. Be open to change. If you can be flexible, Maybe it's talking about compromise. I don't know. It's about your choices and decisions and being flexible for change. Maybe allowing for harmonious change, like the card says. Temperance energy. This card is talking about reconciling. But you could say just reconciling your differences might be what it's talking about. You know, putting the tempers away. And only allowing like some good side of ourselves to be seen at the moment, because it's some kind of like peacekeeping thing with the temperance, trying to get everybody to just get along. That's what I got for you. That's what I got for you, Pisces. What else do I have? 8 of Wands in reverse. Might want to be open to communication. You might have surprise communication coming in from somebody that you haven't heard from in a while with that 8 of Wands. It's almost like somebody's just absolutely not even talking. Maybe that's you. Oh, yay. The Magician's Sword. On the bottom of the deck, I have the obstacle, or the wall obstacle. So, I don't know what that is, right? Alright, so then I've got 24, the Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix, and 37, the Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. So 24, Galactic Mushroom. And it's wanting to go straight to the Magician's Sword. That's interesting. Okay, the Divine Matrix. It's talking about also the intricate complexity of life. It's the Shaman's Dream Oracle that I'm looking at their guidebook. So it says, this is reminding you your dreams and desires are heard, and it is a call to have faith and trust. This is whether or not you can see it working on your behalf. Eventually, you see evidence play out in serendipitous events to work in your favor, seemingly out of the law of cause and effect. Your most beautiful results are being birthed right now, not just for you, but for the highest good of all. Another thing about your creation or birth. 37, Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. Nothing can stop you, the beauty you seek. You're called to cut the cords that bind you to old thought forms and beliefs. Yep. Find places where you are kept tethered to a toxic person, particular location, faulty belief, or thought, and let the blade do its magic. It is time to get moving. This is an instrument calling for decisive action. And remember, the sword is alive with the wisdom you can summon to help you find the best course of action. Do not hesitate, act. And that's what I got for you, Pisces. Sending you love and light. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.